Hey, it's the Terminian Hero here, and we're playing some more Rayman 1. We are going to fight Mr. Skops. I made my way back here. This time, I didn't die at all in the level, which means I still have a continue left, as well as that other life you see up there. So I think we're all good. This really isn't a hard boss. Like, if you know when he only has those 2 attacks, and if you know when he's gonna use them, it's pretty simple to just jump at the right time, and apparently punching there wasn't enough. Maybe you should just punch while in midair so that it punches harder. That seems to work. And now he gets all super close. And we beat him this time. With 1 more health than when we beat him last time. Rayman, please help me, hurry! So it looks like Batilla has been turned into a tin, because she's in a little ball now. Because I didn't know that tins were fairies in little balls before, I never realized that that's what was going on right there. But yeah, beating this level would not have unlocked the next level unless we had every single Electoon. That path you see there opens up once you have every single Electoon. So let's save our game. And head on to the final world, Candy Chateau, and the final level, Mr. Dark's Dare. This is a pretty unique level, especially starting off. I'm probably gonna die a few times starting off, because this is ridiculous. All you really control is when you jump. Of course, down slopes make you go faster, up slopes slow you down. Try not to get turned around, because if you do, you're pretty much done. Falling in that kills you. That's pretty cool. You're just pan surfing. By the way, in the last Cave of Skops level, I just like how calm the music is. It's like, you know, it's, first of all, it's kind of like the calm before the storm, but it also feels like, you know, it feels like it's saying that you did something, you know, like you've made it so far. But anyways, as you see, Mr. Dark here just made some sort of dark anti-Rayman. By the way, all this icing is slippery. Ugh. Did that insta-kill me? Anyways, aside from the pan level, the pan level and the boss level, Mr. Dark will always do something to you in the level. And in this case, he made some sort of weird dark anti-Rayman. And he copies exactly what you do, and you have to make sure you don't run into him. Which is easier said than done because of the icy physics in this level. There are some lives hidden around the level, but nothing super important we need to find, because we have all the cages. There's a little power punch there. So yeah, this is a nice wacky place. There have been food-themed areas in other Rayman games, I know. Like I wouldn't be, like... I think there might have been some in Origins or Legends or something. I'm not sure, though. I know one of the platformer Raving Rabbids games had something like this. I have played a bit of Origins, but I got annoyed by the time trials, because I'm a crazy completionist. Of course. I wasn't sure what I had to do, now we gotta do this all again. But yeah, I got annoyed by the time trials in Origins, so I couldn't be bothered to get through it, and I didn't want to play Legends until I'd finished Origins. So that's why I haven't really done those games. Yeah, that's why I've played the Rabbids, one of the Rabbids side-scrollers, without actually having played through Origins or Legends. I feel like I have to, I felt like I had to explain myself there, because why would you have played the Rabbids ones and not the ones that are actually popular today? I want to get this fist, because it's probably going to be helpful against enemies later. That is, assuming I get to survive long enough to fight them. Alright. I heard that make the finish appear. And there we go. And he fell apart. We didn't get to see it too much on screen, but you kind of saw his head fall. Yeah, so now we are on to the last platforming part of the game. What did he just do to us there? Well, you can't tell what he did, but I can. He reversed the controls. Left is now right, and right is now left. He actually hits you with 3 gimmicks in this level. Reverse controls is the first of the 3. And it's the one we're gonna have to be dealing with for most of the level. Thankfully, I can actually deal with reverse controls. I know some people really struggle with that. Let's get these clowns out of here. Literally. He actually stunned me there. Hey, checkpoint. That is the, I think one of 2 checkpoints in this level. We know we can jump down here because there's a life. And we love having that life. Let's try not to skip ahead, because if things are supposed to appear, we actually want them to appear. So that should be the last checkpoint. Actually, no, I think there's 3 checkpoints in this level. Because the last checkpoint should be right before the second gimmick. And we're not at the second gimmick yet. Oh, and that flash meant that it set my controls to normal, which was really awkward. Setting the controls to normal all of a sudden could have really messed me up, but it didn't. Next gimmick. I can't stop running. Whoa! Yep, just stuck running to the right the whole time. Which really isn't that hard. Now it's gone. And now, what did he do this time? He made it so I can't punch. And this is the end of the level, so you might think that not being able to punch isn't that bad. But it carries into the next area. And the next area is the boss. We need to grab that fist to be able to punch. But he won't let us get it. He's just teasing us. Final boss time. Mr. Dark. Some nice boss music to go with it. Little bit tricky there. And now you're doomed, Rayman. The left fire is closing in, so we want to get right up next to the right fire. But then the Electoons we saved bring us that fist, and we can punch again. And for some reason the fires go away. So, that was phase 1. Phase 2 is a mix of Mr. Skops and Mr. Stone. This phase takes 8 hits. I'm doing surprisingly bad at it. But yeah, you saw the back pictures flash. Those 4 pictures, as you see, are those 5 pictures, are the 5 bosses of the 5 major areas. And then with Mr. Dark's face on the floor. Am I doing this wrong? Okay. There we go. Now I'm getting into it. It's pretty easy once you know what you're doing. But this next phase is Mosquito and Space Mama. Or more like Bzit and Space Mama, because it's always that coloring, even though it should be Mosquito. They can also shoot each other there, but yeah, again, it's 8 hits. Now we're tiny, and it's Mosquito, or rather Bzit, and Mr. Sax. And that phase that we saw at the end there was actually the last phase. So if we can get back there and beat that, we've beat this game. Yeah, and you can hit this guy twice if you do it like that. But this phase is just such a pain. Of course. Thankfully, I still have that continue, because when I got that, on the previous level, I had to use 2 continues, but I couldn't use my second one, but when I redid the level, I didn't have to use any, so we still had that one left over. Yeah, you don't have to make sure that the 2 halves take an equal amount of damage. It's shared. I totally forgot that when the 2 lasers hit each other, they come down in the middle. And it looks like you always have the gold fist for this fight, too. Come on. Oh my gosh. We might be getting another true game over. Really hope not, though, and I know we're over the time limit, but it's just a personal time limit, not really a required time limit. I just prefer my videos to be around 15 minutes. We can make it long for the finale. Yes! Oh man. Oh, I know what I'm supposed to do. I was trying to get past them, but I wasn't even holding the run button. For some reason, I totally forgot that you could run while tiny. Come on. What even hurt me that time? Well, that sucks. I guess I'll meet you back there. Oh, hey, look, you can go up here to get a life, too. Never tried that out when I played before, but I figured there was something there. Okay, when he gets rid of your punch, if you actually go back, you can get to another life that you just ran over before, because he was making you run that whole time. Anyways, so I did use up that remaining continue, so I don't have any continues left, but we're gonna try this boss again. And I guess I'll show this first part again, because I have confidence that I will do the whole thing in one attempt. It looks really tricky to get through those, but it's not actually that hard at all. Also, while going back through the level, I could hear some of the sound effects, and I noticed that one of the clowns, when you attack them, they make the sound that Bzit and Mosquito make when you attack them. Anyways, Rayman and his shiny teeth. So yeah, this should be a piece of cake. Especially since we have that power ball. Of course, this phase is always really difficult. No matter what advantage you have. There we go. Now let's remember to hold the run button this time, and we can hit him in the head. The window for getting past him is a bit tight, but it's not super difficult. Just one hit left. And it's done. Rayman 1 is finished.
You've done it. You've saved the
So yeah, that's Rayman 1. Really fun game, but a really hard game. It's definitely not for casual players, but if you're a hardcore platformer fan, then it should be good for you. If you like exploring, because you gotta find all the Electoons. Yeah. I see in all these pictures here, got Mr. Skops here. Got the musician and Bzit. There was the clown guy before. So, but yeah. So anyways, yeah, I will be doing more Rayman games in the future. The next Rayman game I'm gonna do is gonna be one of the versions of Rayman 2. I will be doing the Game Boy Color version of Rayman 1 at some point, but that's not next, I don't think. But before I do more Rayman stuff, I'm gonna be doing Spyro 1 next, and I'll be doing a few other games. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And I guess I could stay on the title screen and show you the little demo videos. But yeah, so stay tuned for more of those games. Stay tuned for more Zelda games and other Nintendo games that I do as well, because I'm doing the original Legend of Zelda Second Quest right now, and my next non-Zelda Nintendo game to do is Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels, I believe. I'll also stay tuned for more videos on this game, because I think I might try to do that crazy impossible minigame with all the swinging plums. Also, he totally died in the demo there. But anyways, yeah, so stay tuned for all that. And for more multiplayer games with me and Wild Shiny Kirby. I will be doing more fan game stuff at some point, but I don't really know what I'm gonna be doing next yet. And yeah, just stay tuned for more. I'm just gonna let this play out until it shows all 6 little demo things, but I'm gonna be going now. I'm done. This has been the Terminian Hero, and I will see you next time.